Hello, dear students. Welcome back to our news channel. Today we have why India wants review and modification of Indus Water Treaty. Students, during the time of partition in 1947, uh, the river Indus, we know that river Indus when we look at the map of Indus River, we can see that Indus river, it has six rivers as its tributaries, and they flows through India and Pakistan, right? So at the time of partition, this whole river basin of Indus, uh, you know, the while we know that the most of the rivers it originated in India, but most of the irrigated land also lay in Pakistan. So this led to disputes over water distribution. Okay, water distribution के लिए झगड़ा स्टार्ट हो गया था, क्योंकि पार्टीशन के टाइम पे आप देख सकते हैं कि जो रिवर इंडस है और उसके जो ट्रिब्यूटरीज है वो इंडिया और पाकिस्तान दोनों रीजन में फ्लो करती है. So in 1948, what happened? India briefly stopped the flow of water to Pakistan. So this escalated tension, and it was although resolved with a temporary agreement, but in the year 1960, Indus Water Treaty agreement was signed between India and Pakistan, and this agreement was brokered by the World Bank. All right, World Bank ने ये जो ट्रीटी है, अग्रीमेंट है, ब्रोकर किया था, एज ए मेडिएटर की तरह काम किया था. और 1960 में, इन द ईयर 1960, the agreement was signed between India and Pakistan regarding the usage of Indus River and the six tributaries. Basically, the usage of water of these six tributaries of Indus, right? तो इंडस रिवर सिस्टम में हम बात करते हैं, आखिरकार ये क्या है और कैसे डिवीजन है. सी, there are 6 rivers in the Indus river system. Okay, there are total 6 rivers: Indus, Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Beas, and Satluj. Okay, Ravi, Beas, and Satluj. These rivers, they start in the Himalayan mountain range and flow through India to Pakistan. And the treaty divides these rivers into 2 groups. 2 ग्रुप में ये ट्रीटी डिवाइड करती है, राइट? ईस्टर्न रिवर्स एंड वेस्टर्न रिवर्स. ईस्टर्न रिवर्स कौन सी है? रावी, ब्यास, सतलज, है ना? आप ईस्ट देखो, ईस्ट साइड में है रावी, ब्यास, सतलज. एंड वेस्टर्न रिवर्स आर इंडस, झेलम and Chenab. Indus, Jhelum, and Chenab. So, what does the main provision of the treaty says? See, India has full control of the eastern rivers. Eastern rivers जो है रावी, ब्यास, सतलज, इन पर इंडिया को फुल कंट्रोल है. This means India can use all the water from these 3 rivers for irrigation, drinking, power generation, etc., etc. And Pakistan has full control over the western rivers. इंडस, झेलम, चेनाब, इन पर पाकिस्तान का फुल कंट्रोल है. And India can use some water from these rivers for specific purposes. लेकिन ऐसा नहीं है कि इंडिया का वेस्टर्न रिवर्स, क्योंकि वेस्टर्न रिवर्स अब इंडिया से भी तो बह रही है ना, तो थोड़ा तो कंट्रोल होना चाहिए. तो इंडिया वेस्टर्न रिवर्स का भी पानी यूज कर सकती है. Okay, so India can use some water from these rivers, but only for specific purposes. And at the same time, it cannot stop the flow, cannot stop the flow or take too much water out of these western rivers, because most of the water from these rivers goes to Pakistan. So India is allowed to use the water from the western rivers for irrigation, but it can only irrigate a limited area. तो वेस्टर्न रिवर्स में जो पाकिस्तान में इवेंचुअली बहती है, इंडिया कैन यूज द वाटर ऑफ वेस्टर्न रिवर्स, बट लिमिटेड यूसेज है. और इन रिवर्स के फ्लो को भी इंडिया स्टॉप नहीं कर सकता, और इट कैन नॉट टेक टू मच वाटर, राइट. क्योंकि पाकिस्तान से कि मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल living there, it relies on these river for their sustenance. एग्रीकल्चर है, बाकी सारी चीजें हैं, तो इन रिवर पे ही डिपेंडेंट है. तो जो ट्रीटी साइन हुई थी between Jawaharlal Nehru and the leader of Pakistan, it was brokered by World Bank. So as per this treaty, India has exclusive right on eastern rivers and limited right on the western rivers. All right. So India is allowed to use the water from the western rivers for irrigation, but it can only irrigate a limited area. सिर्फ limited area ही irrigate किया जा सकता है. Okay, and India can build hydropower plants. Hydropower का मतलब क्या होता है? Meaning which generate electricity from flowing water. So India can build hydropower plants on these rivers, but these projects need to follow strict rules so that they don't stop the water from reaching Pakistan. And a special team called Indus Commission was also set up. It has members from both Pakistan and India. Okay, here you can also see in the article Permanent Indus Commission. So ये जो Permanent Indus Commission है, it's a special team. It has members from both India and Pakistan, and they meet regularly to discuss any issues related to the treaty. Okay, so so let's say there's a disagreement about water. This commission helps solve the problem before it becomes serious. Okay, तो ये इस कमीशन का क्या काम होता है कि अगर इंडिया और पाकिस्तान के बीच में इंडस वाटर ट्रीटी के रिलेटेड कोई डिस्प्यूट है, कोई डिसएग्रीमेंट है, तो दिस कमीशन बेसिकली हेल्प सॉल्व द प्रॉब्लम, राइट. And if India and Pakistan can't agree on something, they can always ask the World Bank or other international experts to help resolve the issue, right? So why is this treaty important? Because when you look at the history of India and Pakistan, we know that there have been instances of heightened political tension. right? So even though India and Pakistan have had conflicts, this treaty helps keep things peaceful when it comes to water sharing, right? And it ensures that both countries get a reliable supply of water for farming, drinking, and electricity. Moreover, students, this treaty is also seen as a great example of how countries can work together to share natural resources, right? So how does it work? If India, like, let's say if India wants to build a dam on a river like Chenab के ऊपर इंडिया को डैम बिल्ड करना है, so it has to follow the rules of the treaty. The water must still flow to Pakistan in a way that won't harm its agriculture or people. Similarly, Pakistan can't tell India what to do with the waters from the eastern rivers because India has full control over them. Because recently India has introduced changes to the Indus Water Treaty, right? And through formal notification to Pakistan, India proposed a review and modification of the 1960 agreement. Okay, India ने अभी फॉर्मल एक 2024 में ही एक फॉर्मल नोटिफिकेशन के साथ एक रिव्यू पोस्ट किया था कि ये जो ट्रीटी है 1960 इंडस वाटर ट्रीटी, इसमें मॉडिफिकेशन की जरूरत है. okay? तो इस ट्रीटी में जो इंट्रोड्यूस किया था पाकिस्तान ने थोड़ा आपको पता है कि पाकिस्तान ने कंसर्न्स अपने रेज किए, राइट? तो इस कंसर्न्स की अगर हम बात करते हैं कि आखिरकार इंडिया ने क्यों, पहले समझते हैं कि इंडिया ने क्यों मॉडिफिकेशन चेंज किए, क्यों मॉडिफिकेशन इंट्रोड्यूस किए. सी, दिस ट्रीटी वाज साइंड इन द ईयर 1960. 1960 में साइन की. बट when we look at the demography of the people currently, 1960 में कितनी पॉपुलेशन थी और अभी की कितनी पॉपुलेशन है, कितना डिफरेंस आ गया. ओके, अभी पॉपुलेशन बहुत ज्यादा बढ़ गई है. So the population of India has significantly increased since the treaty was signed. So now there's a higher water demands for agriculture in urban areas. And the current provisions no longer adequately reflect the increased pressure on water resources. All right. इंडिया क्यों चेंजेस चाहता है? क्योंकि पहले की पॉपुलेशन नीड जो थी, अभी की जो है, इट इज एंटायरली डिफरेंट, राइट? So India's population, it has grown significantly, and there's an increasing demand year by year for uh, agriculture, urbanization, industrialization, and the current water sharing arrangement, it limits the India's usage of certain rivers, so it no longer aligns with its growing needs, right? And India is also keen to expand its hydropower infrastructure because it is a part of its commitment to clean energy and achieving climate targets, right? So projects like Kishan Ganga and Ratle dams. Ratle is a dam, okay? It is being constructed by India, Chenab River, and these dams are critical for uh, the efforts of India towards climate clean energy goal, right? But it is facing opposition from Pakistan. And although we are what that the dams that are being built is in compliance with the treaty, but they are still protesting. They are still opposing the construction of Kishan Ganga and Ratle dams, and we know the nature of the Pakistan. So the treaty's original design did not fully account for modern energy requirements. Okay, so that is why India needs to, introduce changes. क्योंकि बहुत सारी ऐसी चीजें हैं जो अभी के टाइम में करंट रेलेवेंस में अगर हम देखें तो ये ट्रीटी इसको फुलफिल नहीं कर रही है, right? And we know that there's an ongoing issue, ongoing tension related to cross-border terrorism, particularly in Jammu and Kashmir. So this have further complicated the implementation of the treaty. India argues that this whole situation where Pakistan supports proxy terrorism, it has affected its ability to utilize its water resources under the present provision, right? So there's also a climate change factor. Climate change भी एक impact है. And one critical aspect which is often under discussed is the impact of climate change on the Indus River system. See, both India and Pakistan, they rely heavily on this water system for agriculture and daily consumption. But climate change is creating unpredictable weather patterns with more frequent and severe droughts and floods. So, glacial melt from the Himalayas, which feeds the Indus, is also accelerating, and this creating, uh, this is increasing both. There's also a situation of both excess water in the short term and a question of long term water scarcity is also there. So, as climate is changing, both countries are experiencing altered river flows. Seasonal patterns are shifting, and floods and droughts are becoming more common, particularly in the Himalaya region. So, this unpredictability makes it essential to renegotiate water sharing agreements with climate resilience in mind. And agriculture is a water intensive sector that we know, right? And both India and Pakistan are heavily dependent on the Indus basin for irrigation. So if there's any disruption or relocation of water, it could impact food security in both nations. So it will further stress the need for climate, uh, it further stresses the need for climate adaptive water sharing, right? So what could be the alternative? क्या किया जा सकता है? सबसे पहले, given the changing population demography, environmental and energy landscapes, there's a need to review and update the treaty to ensure that both nations can equitably share resources while also they are addressing modern challenges like climate change and energy security. And the revised treaty, it should incorporate mechanisms for climate adaptation, right? This means that recognizing the river flow, that it has now become more erratic, and agreeing on how to manage water in times of extreme weather conditions, right? And India and Pakistan must engage with their population, particularly in regions dependent on these waters, to explain the changes and ensure that local needs, such as those in Punjab, Haryana, and Jammu and Kashmir, are addressed. Right? So, Indus Water Treaty, it has served as a model for trans-boundary water cooperation. मतलब इतने it has survived even the multiple wars, and it can also be seen as a platform of cooperation, but with new challenges posed by climate change and modern development needs, the treaty must evolve to remain effective. Okay, it should include the changes, it should be reviewed now. Okay, ताकि जो मॉडर्न चेंजेस, मॉडर्न नीड्स है उसको भी सेटिस्फाई कर, राइट? ऑलराइट स्टूडेंट्स, सो दैट्स इट फॉर टुडे. बाय बाय, हैव अ हैप्पी लर्निंग.